So thank you, Anne. Thanks for agreeing to be interviewed. Context is we're running another program towards the end of this year. We've got, I think, about half the group already formed. So the purpose of doing these is just to give people a bit of sense of how other people have experienced the program. So my first question is, yeah, how did you experience the program? What was it like for you, and what did you take away from it?
Well, the program I attended is a few years ago now, pre-COVID, but it was a really seminal experience for me because from that I've gone on to finish and deepen my work as a supervisor. But the program itself was therefore really powerful because what I really appreciated was the combination of deep research, thought, knowledge, and presented in a very interesting and challenging way, getting you to really think about both what the research was and how it was relevant. Then there were some really good practical sorts of exercises of different sorts, and the cohort of people was fabulous. So there was a lot of learnings that also came from them. And then particularly the kind of practice at supervising and the feedback and the way that that was done in a way that felt both safe but also really challenging, because it was a very powerful opportunity to really get to experience being supervised and also have feedback on how you would supervise in different settings. So all in all, I found it really a very, very worthwhile experience.
Lovely. And you've sort of touched on this, but how have you used it moving forward? What's been your journey since doing the
Yeah.
program?
Well, I then went on and did supervision with Tatiana and followed up with the two pieces of, there's a piece of research, well, essentially self-research, where you create your own philosophy, purpose, and process, which I found really, really powerful, actually, because I got to consider where the roots of my view of how I wanted to supervise came from. So that it was an intellectual exercise, but it was really useful. And then the next process, last stage, was to actually do about, I think it was 30 hours of supervising of coaches, and then out of that critique the best and the worst of them, which was interesting and challenging and time consuming, but really worthwhile. So for me, it's been it took about 18 months, 2 years, I think, to go through that whole process for me. And I have found it a really powerful, I've used that word several times, I know, but it's a very great foundation for me. I feel well grounded in how I want to function as a supervisor.
Lovely. And my last question is there anything else you'd like to say about the program?
I think I love the way that you created the space for people, and also the people that are attracted to this kind of program tend to be really interesting and great to get to know. So there's that added bonus of a great cohort.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much, Anne.
You're
Thank you.
really welcome.